Hello everyone, welcome back to Liquid Talent TV. Today's special guest is Anjali Kumar from Warby Parker. Anjali wears two hats at Warby, General Counsel and the Head of Social Innovation. Welcome to Liquid Talent TV, my friend.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you for joining us
Thank you for having me.
Anjali and I became friends at Google, where we realized we had 1,500 mutual friends, and it was only a matter of time before our paths crossed.
Exactly.
They crossed at Google, and here we are today. So thanks again for joining.
My pleasure.
How are things going with Warby?
They're busy. They're doing really well.
Yeah. Tell us about Warby. How's it like working there?
It's been amazing. I've been there for a little over a year, and as you said, both wearing the legal hat and doing all our social innovation work, which has been a really nice combination and sort of a nice culmination of a lot of things that I've done prior to coming to Warby.
Did you start with, when you started at Warby, was that defined as both, like you were going to head both of these two things out?
Yeah.
Wow.
So first they initially approached me about a legal role and that they had this opening in legal.
Right.
And then as we started talking and thinking about what my background was and sort of what I could bring to the table, the role of social innovation sort of just made sense, and to combine those things, although unusual, it was just a nice combination and made it really compelling.
For our viewers who don't know what Warby Parker is, which I imagine most do, but tell us, what is Warby Parker?
Warby Parker is a transformative lifestyle brand that is providing prescription eyewear for $95, so including your prescription for $95.
And that's a good price point, right, in the market?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, it's a great price point. So glasses can range anywhere, but sort of hover around $300 to $500. And what we realized at Warby when we were first developing the company was that there was really no reason for glasses to cost that much. And the reason that they do is because there's sort of one company that really dominates the entire ecosystem and sort of owns the entire supply and distribution channel. So that's why your glasses cost as much as they do. And so by going direct to consumer and starting online as an e-commerce business, we were able to really disrupt that industry and change the pricing structure pretty significantly.
And many people are benefiting from that.
Very much so.
The social innovation is central to Warby Parker.
Absolutely.
It's like part of like the mission, the culture, the brand. People feel good when they talk about Warby Parker, when they invest in the products of Warby Parker. What is the strategy with social innovation? What are you guys up to?
Well, we're doing a lot right now. So we actually just this past week announced that we've distributed 1 million pairs of glasses. So we're only 4 years old.
1 million pairs?
Yeah, 1 million pairs to people in need. Yeah. So we, for every pair that we sell, we distribute one to someone in need, and we do that through a sustainable model. So it's not just giving them away, but working with a nonprofit that is working in various developing countries to actually sell the glasses into their markets. So they're selling very affordable glasses to the rural and urban poor. So people earning kind of less than a few dollars a day.
Wow.
But providing them at a price point that they can actually afford.
Yeah.
So that's the idea behind our buy a pair, give a pair program, which is a little bit different from a lot of buy one, give one type programs.
Right.
So in 4 years, we've managed to distribute 1 million pairs under that.
Wow.
That program.
How do you guys choose which areas to work with? I mean, there's probably so much opportunity that you could.
Yeah, there's a lot of need. I mean, unfortunately, there's 700 million people who still lack access to affordable eyewear. So there's a huge need in the world, and we don't personally choose as a company. We really rely on our nonprofit partners that are doing the work and that have been doing this work for years and are really best in class at what they do to do that for us. And so we partner with them, and our approach has been partner with the best and trust them to execute.
To do it locally on the ground. Yeah.
So we support them in doing that.
When the founders started Warby Parker, was it to help provide eyewear to those that couldn't afford it, or was it to provide a fashionable, low-cost solution to kind of the developed regions who can afford it?
I think it was all of those things. It was absolutely both of those goals. And to me, social innovation really starts with our $95 price point. So that's an innovation in and of itself. So just because you might be able to afford $500 for a pair of glasses doesn't mean that's what you should be paying. So to provide a fairly priced, as opposed to a low cost, it's not that it's cheap glasses, it's that they're just a fairly priced pair of glasses to everyone who wants them. Why wouldn't you be able to do that?
That is social innovation at its core too. You know, Anjali comes from a really kind of colorful past at Acumen Fund and Google and Robinhood and some really major successful big organizations, and she's made a footprint in all of them. Let's just turn to Google quickly, since that's where we met, and you were doing a lot of legal work for Google. Tell us a little bit about how those two worlds intersect with tech and law, and how they're becoming increasingly connected, and what's your take on kind of those two spaces playing together, being general counsel and being legal for such a big tech company?
Sure. I mean, I wasn't the only lawyer, so I think that probably tells you how much of a need there is in a tech company for legal counsel.
Yeah.
And I think so much of it, what we were doing at Google was really pushing boundaries, right? Like everything that Google did, and a company like that was really pushing boundaries in so many different ways, big and small. And the legal team was almost trying to keep up, and sort of saying like, okay, you want to go do that? All right, let's try that. And here's how we're going to do it in a way that makes the most sense, that mitigates any risk that we can think of, that minimizes privacy exposure and that sort of thing, and sort of thinking about all of those different issues that might come up. But so many of the things that we were doing as a company were just so cutting edge that there aren't necessarily laws in every situation that you're trying to navigate around. You're really you're trying to not create laws by any stretch, but really just navigate within what you do know, and your best guess on what you don't know. And so I think that the lawyers within a company like Google were really working hand in hand so closely with the product and the business people, because we were all charting on navigated waters together.
Yeah. I've loved this interview. I love hanging out with Anjali.
I love hanging out with you.
This is so much fun. We could just hang out all day, but we're going to wrap up here. And thank you so much for being a part of Liquid Talent TV.
Thank you
we
for
hope to see
having
you
me.
on again.